Hey, good morning, or wait, good afternoon, everybody. I'm gonna take a sip of water right out of the gate. I can tell I am going to need this. All right, cool. All right, hey. So this morning I saw this post. Well, first of all, let me do my shares. Hey, Jody. Let me just do my quick shares like I always do. So thank you for your patience while I do this. And if you're watching the replay, you can fast forward a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I'm going to talk about something really interesting today, inspired by a post that I saw someone else do this morning that actually had nothing to do with psychic mediumship. It actually was a business post. But I'm going to take the message from that because I think it applies just as perfectly here. And this is great too. The timing is perfect as it always is. Thank you, Spirit, because this is probably one of the most common things that I hear when it comes to people working on their intuitive and psychic gifts. Hello, everybody. Hi, Angie and Mercy and Kirsten and Cody and Allie. So this is, literally when I connect with people about anything to do with reading cards or connecting with loved ones on the other side or any of this work, this is or people who are interested or maybe empaths who want to grow their gifts even more. Hey, Erin, I hear this almost every time, if not every time. And it's kind of a mixture of, well, there's where do I start? I posted about that. But beyond that, it's, can I really do what you do? I don't know if I can do things the way you do it, or I don't know if I can do things the way that so-and-so does it, like the Long Island Medium. I don't know if I can do this, right? Or how do you do this? They want to ask me. A lot of questions I've had recently have come up because I've been announcing my program next month, the Psychic as Fuck Bootcamp, which is 10 weeks of taking you from beginning, confusion to confidence in doing readings. So connecting with the other side, with working with cards, doing these readings for yourself and others, right? So I do get a lot of questions out of this. Well, how do I do it? And looking for a program like this, like a program like a boot camp or someone to show you, people want to know the how. They'll look all around. They'll go and get a million different readings. They'll come on Facebook and watch a bunch of different readers and want to get the readings or just watch them and know intuitively that you're called to do this work. You know that you have a gift. You could probably watch me or somebody else and do readings and almost say the same things, or you just know the same things, or you do that for your friends or people at work. You know what they're thinking, you know what they're feeling. They have questions about, maybe they come to you for advice and you get all this intuitive information. So, and you've got something. But when it comes to actually doing the readings or going deeper, you kind of stop yourself. And get very worried that, well, I don't know how to do it. There's got to be a way, as if there's a big secret formula to doing any of this, to doing what I do. And I want to just give you, I saw a post this morning about building businesses, and I thought it went perfectly with what I was saying. This post was towards people who are trying to build a business, and she is from another coach who is a very high-level business coach who says she often gets questions about, how do I do it? How do I do this? And how do I get to where you are? How do I get to that level? People will watch super successful or, people like the Long Island Medium, for example, and say, how does she do that? How could I do that? Could I do that? And I'm here to tell you that you can. First of all, I'm going to say from the bottom of my fucking heart, I am not blowing sunshine and roses up your butts. Seriously, I believe that every single one of you watching this video can absolutely do exactly what the Long Island Medium does. Me, whoever, you can do what I'm doing with any other person you see on Facebook and the Long Island Medium or any other celebrity medium that you see out there. You can do exactly the same thing that they're doing. I truly believe that, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing that is really at the heart of the matter. Everyone can. You don't have to be an empath. You don't have to be gifted. You don't have to come from a long lineage of healers or intuitives or psychics. You don't have to go on a pilgrimage and go, have some sort of ceremony done over you that's going to enlighten you. You don't have to do any of those things to do what I'm doing or to be like the Long Island Medium. You can do this. You're born with this. It's just, here's the thing, not everybody's going to step into it. Here's the honest to God truth. Not everybody is going to do it because you have to, it's not about how to do it. It's not about, let me show you, it's not about like getting a deck of cards and working with them and pulling them and just reading the book. You can do this, and I will teach you in the boot camp that yes, you start here, you read the book, you do the things. There's a way you can do things. There are things you can learn. But the truth of the matter is, none of this, even the guidebook, none of this will help you to be successful as a reader or a medium unless you do the inner work. And that's the part that people usually aren't willing to dive into. It's, life is in the way. I so want to do this, but I'm just so busy. I don't have the time. Or people try to dive into it. And then, oh my gosh, my kids, my work, my spouse, my this, my that, my energy. I don't feel well. All of the things and all of the same excuses that come up when people are trying to build a business, people are trying to meet the love of their life, when people are trying to lose weight, get in better shape, whatever it is that people try to do to improve the quality of their lives or to reach their goals and dreams, the same excuses come up when people are trying to do this work. Because there's no how. There's really no how to do it. In my Psychic as Fuck Bootcamp, I'm going to show you how to get started, right? There's certain tools and things you can do. But the first half of my program is all about the inner work and the connection, because it's who you become in the process. And doing this is sacred work, connecting with spirit and tapping into your natural gifts, tapping into another level of your consciousness. This is sacred work, and it requires you to not be sucked into the craziness and the chaos of life, of human existence. You have to kind of go above and beyond that. And is it possible? Yes, it is. I don't care if you're in the middle of the worst shit show at this moment. You can train yourself to get grounded and centered and connected and quiet anytime you want. It is completely within your control. Completely within your control. So it really is taking radical ownership of you and your self-awareness. It's changing your energy. It's changing the way you think. It's changing the way you go about your day. It's just changing everything. If you want to make a permanent change, if you want to do what the Long Island Medium does, you need to be able to shift your own vibration. You need to be able to tap into your own gifts, which means it's not about the cards, it's not about the crystals, it's not about the sage, it's not about the space around you, it's not about the clothes you're wearing, it's not about what your zodiac sign is, it's not about what your human design is, it's not about any of that. It's none of that. It's all about your willingness to step into a place of quiet and groundedness and centeredness and truly expand your consciousness and be willing to train yourself to step out of the craziness of life and make the connections, and to set the intention that is strong enough that you're going to be willing to go through the ups and downs of it. Is it easy? No, just like anything else. If you want to master something, right? If you want to be the Long Island Medium, you can bet your ass that she practiced and practiced and practiced, and she had moments where she was insecure. She had moments where she felt like she didn't know what the hell she was doing. And I'm sure when she was going to be on national TV, that was just another up-leveling. She went through all the doubts and fears and holy shits, and she probably had moments where maybe life felt things she got, she recently had like a high profile divorce, like all these things. So clearly she had issues going on in her house, but still she had to show up for the thing that was her biggest passion, for the thing that is her highest purpose and her highest calling, which is connecting with spirit and helping to not only do this for herself, right, and grow her own spiritual practice, which is part of her, but also to do this for other people, to be of service. Like, that passion and purpose is stronger for her than letting any other bullshit get in the way. whether it's I don't have the time, everything's crazy, I don't have the money, I don't have the support, I don't feel like I can connect, my parents are religious and they don't like it, or whatever comes up for you when you're trying to do this work. I don't know if I can trust the messages I'm getting. I don't know if I'm too ADD. I can't be quiet. I can't meditate. I can't connect. I'm too, my mind's too much. Like I'm too all over the place, or I'm too much of a hot mess. How am I going to help other people? The truth is, it's when you decide you will do it. And that's the difference between the Long Island medium or anyone like me who's doing this work and any of you who want to, who feel the call, who feel curious, who feel excited about it, but won't step into it, won't fully step into it, right? When you change, when you do this inner work, when you practice, when your desire to make your spiritual growth, your consciousness growth, your connection with spirit, your passion and your purpose, and make that a priority, so that's just a part of your life, that's just part of who you are, when you get to that point and you're willing to let go of the bullshit that's been holding you back, of anybody else's opinions in your head, of any doubts and fears, any comparison trap that you're in, like comparing to the Long Island medium, anything like that, or feeling like, what if I screw it up? Any of those are all old fears and old doubts that are coming up from things that happened to you in your past. It's because it's not true. You can do what I'm doing 1,000%. And if you choose to go on TV like the Long Island medium, or you choose to master it like she does in that way, fuck, you can. You just need to put in the work, and you need to have the intention that you are ready, you're surrendering to spirit, you're ready to receive, and you're coachable and ready to learn. And you're willing to give up all of the creature comforts that you've known so far, all the habits and all the stuff, all the behavior patterns, all the emotional patterns that have been serving you up until now, or maybe they haven't been serving you, they've been holding you back and kind of pissing you off, but you haven't taken that leap to just get over them, okay? I'll tell you, for me to come on here right now and be live, it's not like I was just born with this, or I always knew I was just gonna do this. Like, I just did it because my desire to serve my clients and people out there, my desire to turn on your light worker abilities and help you to feel rock solid confident about it, that's what drives me to come on here. It's anything else that comes up for me, fears about anything or doubts, I kick them to the side. I had to learn to do that. Don't get me wrong. It took me a while to learn how to do it. I had to go through all of that, but I had to learn how to let go of all my limiting beliefs and fears and doubts and all the old stories, whether it was from my parents, my schools, my friends, what society, whatever the hell. I had to let it all go. And I had to be willing to open my mind and open all my chakras, open my third eye. I had to be willing to go down this road and expand my consciousness and become someone who was ready and open to receive and trusted that spirit would never guide me wrong no matter what. And that means even I had to be willing to accept that even the shitty things that happened in my life and the things that hurt me was part of my journey and part of my learning process. I had to learn to trust spirit that completely. I couldn't be stuck in any of my victim stories. I couldn't be stuck in, I'm a chronic illness warrior. I am a #MeToo survivor. I couldn't get stuck in any of that. Couldn't get stuck in that I had a really, critical mom and kind of an absentee dad. I couldn't get stuck in any of that. Did it suck that it happened? Yeah. Do any of us deserve any of those things? No. All those, okay. But then what am I going to do now? I could choose to stay stuck there and let those situations have power over me, right? Or I could trust that spirit showed me what I need to know, and I need to take that. My job here, my soul's job, is to evolve and grow and expand. So how do I do that with the stuff that I've been given? And how do I prepare myself to be open and ready to receive what is coming at me next? And how do I also put myself in a place where I am not energetically or vibrationally available for any of that other stuff that happened? Because if I stay in that, if I still give it power and I stay stuck in that story, then I just am vibrationally right there to become that again. And I promised myself at one point that I was never going to be in those places again, where I was broke as fuck, where I was sad because so-and-so left me, or my father wasn't there, or my mother, criticized me and hurt my feelings again, or I didn't feel seen, or I didn't feel heard, or I didn't feel loved, because I realized that Spirit loves me no matter what. Spirit unconditionally accepts me and loves me and validates me no matter what. I don't need that from anyone on the outside. Is it a nice bonus when we have it? Sure. We're humans. We're here to connect and have beautiful, deep connections. But I don't need it to survive, because I know that by birthright, I am love. I just am love. That's it. So when I realized this, when I did the work to get over all of this and realize this, that was when all the intuitive messages would come. When I'm in that space, when I'm in that receiving space, when I'm in that space that I know that Spirit doesn't steer me wrong, I don't worry about, will this message be right or wrong? I mean, I did in the beginning, right? And of course, I come to a reading wanting to give and bless the person that I'm reading for and give them the best information and the peace of mind they're looking for. That's my intention. And I truly believe that whatever comes through me, I'm guided to deliver this information, right? And it is just coming from a pure heart and a pure connection and of service. So with that intention, Spirit will always guide you in the right direction. And some things may not resonate in the beginning, and they will later. But it's okay, because you're being divinely guided, and so is your client, your customer, or whoever you're reading for. So you can be just like the Long Island medium. She is committed to doing her inner work. She is committed to getting over the obstacles that come up in her life and still show up for Spirit every single day and show up for her clients every single day. So is that a priority for you, right? Is that a priority for you? That usually people look for the easy way. I just want to learn how to read a card, and how do I bypass all that other stuff and just show me how to read? Or just show me like, is this person gonna love me? Is my boyfriend and I gonna get married? Or is someone so-and-so cheating on me? Or all these other things. They want the easy answer. And I'm here to tell you, you already have them. If you do this work, you'll never have those questions again, because you will know. You will be so connected to yourself and to Spirit and your clients and customers that you will just know, right? So this is all about those who go on this journey with me, who really want to go. I've said this just earlier today and yesterday, that I open the doors for Psychic as Fuck Bootcamp, which is 10 weeks of going through. The beginning is all here, all the mindset work and getting here, the energetic work, the chakras, the clearing, understanding how this works within you, knowing what your gifts are, what your strengths are. There are different senses. What are your dominant senses? How do you use them to do a reading? How do you tap into them? Okay, and be able to understand them. How do you get over the fears and doubts that you have when you're ready to do a reading, or you're trying to get more connected to Spirit? How do you connect? What are ways you can connect? Now, I will teach you these things, but also know that you may intuitively on the journey have other ways of doing it and just evolve with Spirit in your own beautiful way. And that's fine. I will give you the place to start so that you will feel confident and you will find yourself evolving over time. Okay? It's a beautiful journey. Imagine going on this journey, but not only will you be able to read cards or connect with your loved ones on the other side, you can do it for other people. You may even have a passion-based business out of it that you just feel on fire about. That's amazing work that is so needed right now at where we are in the world. So needed. And is going to be, just in my opinion, even more needed. But for you, you will have the confidence to make decisions in your life. No more hemming and hawing. Oh, I'm not sure. Weigh the pros and cons, or wondering or being insecure about other people and their relationship to you, or feeling like you need, like other things you need to complete you, like a partner or money or the perfect job or whatever it is. You won't feel those things anymore because you'll know how to be grounded and centered. That's another thing we're going to work on in the boot camp, how to ground and center and manage your energy, okay? So you'll know all these things, but you'll be so connected with your intuition that you're not going to have all this confusion, all this chaos in your head. Like, can I trust that voice? Can I trust that voice? Who's talking? You will know how to do this now. So not only will you know how to read cards, how to do a mediumship reading, but you'll also know how to trust yourself. which to me is fucking huge, because our lives are all full of different decisions. They're all full of major decisions. They're all full of different relationships. Everything comes up. If you're grounded and centered in your intuition, life gets a hell of a lot easier. I'll just say that. Doesn't mean there won't be bumps in the road, but you know that the bumps in the road are just like, okay, either Spirit's telling me I need to course correct a little bit, or there's something I need to learn. Everything and everyone comes into your life for a reason, to have you learn something. Everything. So that's it, my friends. That's the absolute just taking the weight off your shoulders and knowing that you are in the driver's seat of your own life. It's not the government. It's not, your parents. It's not the schools. It's not, whatever. It's not anything. It's not the economy. It's you. It's nothing. It's not the energy in the air. You have the ability to manage all of that. It's not the moons, the full moon or the new moon or Mercury retrograde. It's you. You have the power to be as strong as you want to be right now. And in my opinion, it is your highest calling to do so. It is your highest calling to do so. You can be like the Long Island medium. You can be like anyone you want to be. It's just being willing to step into that journey. That's it. It's being willing. It's not looking for the short version or the shortcut. It's not looking for a perfect blueprint on how, because every soul is different. It's being willing to connect and being open and ready to receive and become the highest version of yourself and the highest vibrational version of yourself. That's the hard work, okay? That is the hard work, which is also why I do the Becoming Fearless as Fuck program that I'm doing right now with a group of women this month before Psychic as Fuck Bootcamp. Do you need it before? No, but you know what? The mindset is everything. So I'm gonna leave you with that and really think about, are you ready to change your life? Are you ready? Are you ready to step into your next level consciousness version of yourself? Are you ready to step into a light worker based business, or step into the light worker side of yourself that can give you the clarity and confidence that you need to go about your life and just take away all that shit, that chaos, that confusion, that wondering, that hoping? And you know you're divinely guided, and you know how to see and feel and read the signs because they're all within you, and Spirit just co-creates with you. So if you're ready for that, let me know, because the people that I am looking for to enroll in Becoming Psychic as Fuck Bootcamp are ready to go. Like, you're ready, you're open, you're ready to receive, and you're ready to push through all the bullshit and all the blocks. And you're ready to have total faith and trust in Spirit, that Spirit's going to work with you. Okay? And that you have the gift inside of you. I'm just going to help you pull it out a little more, but it's already there. So if you're ready for this, you know that this is your purpose, your calling, then comment below, message me, because we're going to get started in a couple of weeks, February 2nd, 2020. So let me know. And with that, I love you guys. Any questions, comment, message me. I'm here for you. And have an amazing rest of your Sunday. I hope you're doing some beautiful self-care, because that's another thing, self-care. If you're going to nurture your spirit and nurture your connection, it means taking good care of yourself. So with that, I am going to go right now and do some delicious meditation that I forgot to do this morning. So I will talk to you guys soon. I love you. Bye.